One night, a terrifying disturbance occurred in the ocean. Shahroz's boat was about to sink, so he dived into a place where going was forbidden to save his life. The Rock of Death. He survived from there, but brought back a deadly illness. Shahroz named that disease Poison of Breath. Because he touched a poisonous seaweed deep in the ocean, his lungs were slowly freezing like glass. With every breath, he vomited blood. The doctors had given up. Shahroz now had only a few days left. Every breath felt like thorns piercing him. Mehwish cried all night, seeing her father in pain. She washed dishes at Ghaffar's house, endured insults, and sometimes even his lashes, so she could buy pain-relieving medicine for her father with those few coins. One night, Shahroz's condition worsened badly. Mehwish ran to the moneylender Ghaffar. Ghaffar smiled and said, "You need medicine? You will get it, but in return you must give me your voice. I am a dark sorcerer. I need an innocent voice to control the spirit of the ocean. If you agree, your father's pain of death will lessen, but you will never be able to speak again." Mehwish agreed without thinking. Ghaffar dropped Mehwish's voice inside his magical jar. Now, even if she wanted, Mehwish could not call her father Baba. Ghaffar handed her a small vial. He whispered, "Take this, it will ease your father's pain as soon as he drinks it. But remember, it's not a cure, just a way to make death a little peaceful." Mehwish ran towards home like a mad woman with the medicine. Her feet were blistered. Dao mein chhane the. Her body was bleeding from Ghaffar's lashes, but she felt no pain. Reaching home, she poured the medicine into Shahroz's throat with trembling hands. As soon as he drank it, Shahroz's screams stopped, but tears started flowing from his eyes. Shahroz looked at his daughter with blurred eyes, her hand, and whispered, "My child, say something. Just call me Baba once, so my soul can find peace." Mehwish opened her mouth and tried to scream with all her strength, but only a hollow breath came out of her throat. Her voice was already trapped inside Ghaffar's dark magical jar. She stood voiceless in front of her own father. Tormented by her helplessness, she ran toward the ocean waves at midnight and fell on the sand, crying without a sound. The screams of her heart were tearing through the ocean's silence. When Mehwish's painful tears mixed with the salty sea, a disturbance arose among the waves. With a blue glow, Sarina appeared. Sarina was a mermaid, but her eyes held the same pain as Mehwish's. Without words, Sarina understood Mehwish's pain. She placed her cold hand on Mehwish's cheek, and through gesture said, "Ghaffar has deceived you. That medicine will not cure your father. Will slowly put him into eternal sleep. There is only one way to save him, Hayat Noor, the light of life, which is with King Adil of the underworld. But he is stone-hearted. He hates humans." Mehwish placed her head at Sarina's feet. She gestured that she was ready to give her life. Sarina fed her a magical pearl. And within moments, Mehwish turned into a golden mermaid. With their last hope, they reached the deepest and coldest cave of the ocean, where Prince Adil was seated on his throne. At that moment, a mermaid entered, bringing the golden mermaid Mehwish with her. That mermaid bowed and said, "She is from a distant clan, perhaps related to our blood, my kin." Adil looked at Mehwish carefully. There was suspicion in his eyes, but he said nothing. Just then, a soldier from the crowd stepped forward. "This is a lie. I have seen her with my own eyes. She was once human and turned into a mermaid by magic." Silence fell across the court. Adil's face hardened. "So now humans come here disguised as us. Throw her and the other mermaid into the dungeon. And capture this golden human mermaid as well. Now tell me, why have you come here? Mehwish could not speak. With trembling hands, she gestured that her father was dying. She needed Hayat Noor. There was truth and pain in her eyes, but Adil's heart was hard. I hate humans. They betrayed my mother, and she never returned. You carry the same blood, the blood of betrayal. Mehwish slowly extended her wrist. A half-moon mark. Adil froze. This mark is not found in ordinary humans. This is the mark of my lineage. My mother had the same mark. Silence filled the court. Who are you? Connected to my mother. Connected to my mother? Or the last trace of my blood? Silence spread across the court again. Adil picked up Hayat Noor. If what you say is true, I will give this to you. But the price is, you will become the spirit of this ocean forever. Mehwish bowed her head without hesitation. Mehwish held Hayat Noor close to her heart and turned into light, dissolving into the ocean. At that very moment, her father came back to life on the distant shore. But every night, he comes to the seashore and says, "My child, call me Baba just once." The waves touch his feet, but no voice ever comes, because Mehwish has become the spirit of the ocean. She helps everyone, never returns. If you want the next story in your name, don't forget to comment your name.